When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. I mean, life's shattered, and as blood will spill until you do what you're always going to have to do from the very beginning. Sit down and talk. Hello guys, hope you enjoyed the video. That was just a mini thing. Yeah, enjoy.
Subscribe to Go Doctor Who. And if you don't, then you can go.
Hello guys, Rich from Go Doctor Who, and today we're going to do a review of Zygon Inversion, Zygon Invasion, Series 9 two-parter. Yeah, we're going to go through it, we're going to review it, we're going to rank it out of 10 at the end, and yeah, let's just get into it. But before we do, just saying that every time there's a tweet along, I'm going to be reacting to it. So yeah, let's just get into it. So, the first part. The first part was interesting. It was a good build-up, I think. There was a lot going on as well. Clara was missing. The doctor's trying to get hold of her, and then eventually she goes and finds this little boy, and he needs to find his parents, and then suddenly she gets the little boy and the parents are acting weird, and the kid's screaming, and you're like, okay. And then the next time we see Clara, everything's fine again, and then we think, alright, and then we forget about that. We totally forget about that. And I love the build-up towards the end of that big payoff, that Clara is actually Bonnie, the Zygon Zygon person, and the big twist. And yeah, 12 in this, he's basically prancing about, doing his own thing, and he's talking to little kids in a park, which is totally a bit dodgy there, and an old man in the park talking to kids is definitely something Doctor Who should have thought about. But you know, yeah, I thought that was interesting. The kids playing the roles were not bad actors, and they certainly felt like they were alien in a way, and that worked. Then, of course, Unit, and a little classic nod of the First Doctor in the background of a picture of the First Doctor was quite nice. Also, Clara riding a bike was a nod to the 50th, which was quite nice. Yeah, Clara joins back at the Doctor, and eventually 12 tells Clara and take a few unit members down below, and then the big reveal that Clara's not Clara, and she kills off all the unit members, and a key unit member as well. This woman, scientific advisor, who's quite lovable. She's only been in a few episodes, but she got killed off, and that was interesting. We finally got some death in Doctor Who in a way, and Clara, big reveal. And then we go on about Kate Stewart, and Kate Stewart gets sent to Truthful Consequences, and she's gone to that place, and then no cats, no English, no dogs sort of thing. And then we have these villages with the dead bodies of the rolling thing, which was interesting. And then we see Kate Stewart investigating this woman as a police officer who tried to fight them, and then yeah, eventually Kate Stewart gets killed off in this in the first part anyway. And then we have Kate gone, we have Clara stolen, Unit indestructed, and then we have 12 with these other people trying to find Osgood. Osgood's been captured by the Zygons, and it's like a terrorist attack sort of scenario, which was quite interesting take to go down, and it definitely helped the two-parter with that. Is there anything I didn't like about this first part? It could be a bit slow in some places, I would say, but it was an alright one. Yeah, then we got the people. Yes, I will tell you what I did like. The Zygons turning into moms and dads, family members of the soldiers, and of course they can't give themselves to shoot. I think, yeah, that was an interesting take, and obviously they weren't their parents, and they all got killed off. I thought that was nice. I love shapeshifters, the way that they turn people and they manipulate your loved ones, or they turn into someone, and anyone could be a Zygon at any second and you could die. That's so brilliant. And then the President of the World scene was pretty cool. Yeah, brilliant first start to the story, and the cliffhanger, 12's on the plane, Osgood's on the plane, this plane will not land. And then I love the line of the 12th Doctor, well, you can't go to the UK. People think you're stealing their benefits. You know, and it's like, I love that wittiness. That's so Stephen Moffat right now. Yeah. So there, I love the first part. Let's go on to the second part. So the second part was basically interesting as well. I think it stepped up the plate a bit more, and it did do a payoff pretty well. Yeah, so basically we've got the ship, not the ship, the airplane clashed and exploded. They actually dared to do it, and they actually paid off that. You know, part of you would think, they're not going to blow it up. They did. And then we also got Clara with that thing trying to bite down on the gun to try and control the other zygon Clara, Bonnie, and she misses, and then she does another missile and shoots, but 12 and Osgood escape with parachutes. And then we get you can't trust anyone. The police driving past, you're wondering if they're Zygons. This is what I love about shapeshifters. They're brilliant. And yeah, then we have Clara trying to control Bonnie, and Bonnie trying to control Clara and trying to keep them both in check. And Clara's giving subtle nods to the Doctor by texting without Clara knowing, using the body. And then we're also the winking and stuff like that when they're talking, and I thought that was quite nice and quite subtle, although it is a bit over the top with them actually texting. I mean, the Zygon Osgood, the Zygon Clara should have picked up on that. I liked that Kate Stewart survived and went and just finished it off, really. Took out a Zygon and got to the Doctor and pretended to be a Zygon. I like that. She was infiltrating the Zygons as the Zygons were infiltrating unit, in a way, you know, undercover. I like that. Yes, and of course, Bonnie needs the Doctor, because why is there two boxes, you know? And then, because there's two Osgoods, the Osgood box, that's why it's called the Osgood box. And of course there was a nice mini twist. It's not a big twist, but it's a nice little like, that explains it. And maybe some of you actually worked out for me, but I needed to actually see the two boxes to work out, and there was two Osgoods, and that's why it's called one. But yeah, also Clara getting brought out the pod was finally, she's free, and then 12 to step up to the plate when he's in the room to make sure she's safe. And 12's speech, oh my god, is the best speech in Doctor Who history, and it still is to this day. And if any of you say no it's not, it is, in my opinion, and I love it, and it's the best speech. It's even better than his regeneration speech, and in a way that speech kind of eliminates all invasions in the future. I mean, we've had what's the point in anyone invading Earth? Because then someone's going to invade you, you know? There's a cycle. So it just makes everything irrelevant, in my mind, in a way. So that speech, that's it. That's the end of Doctor Who. There's no point in invading, because what's the point? It's just an ongoing circle, you know? But no, it is a good speech, and I love 12, and he's on point. And I do believe, not the Queen, but royal family were visiting Doctor Who on set that day, and they actually watched that speech. So there's a little nugget information for you. I do remember seeing that on a YouTube, I think it's the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. They did like a little episode clip for that, and apparently Clara had to give a tour, but also 12 was doing the Zygon inversion speech, so they gave him a clap at the round of applause after. It was quite nice. There's a little backstage nod for you. What else? Yes, Zygons looked fabulous. They looked better than they did in Day of the Doctor, and Day of the Doctor looked better than they did in the classic era. This is a very rare moment where not New Who actually did a good job with making the classics look even better than what they did. And yeah, I think it worked well. I just love the terrorist aspect and truth or consequences. Are you going to press it? Are you going to not? And then the boxes are empty anyway, and the forgetting everything at the end as well, which is a little plot thread, because if Bonnie Osgood turns good and goes with the other Osgood, and now there's two Osgoods again, Kate's forgot her memory. She's going to be like, hang on a minute, one of you died. How come there's two Osgoods again? You know, that's a little bit of a flaw, because they do go back to unit, as they seem to be anyway. So that's a little bit of a flaw of the episode. We could have got explained a bit. And Osgood got an offer to travel in time and space, and she declined it. Why? I want more Osgood. I would like her in an adventure. Just it'd be good, wouldn't it? Then yes, love Kate Stewart in this. She didn't have much to do, but when she was in it, she was brilliant. The Zygons on point, and the Zygons easily setting the peace treaty for another kicking off at some point in the future of Doctor Who. Maybe there's another peace treaty, or humans and Zygons working together for a big threat. Would be interesting. Yeah, this is a nice story. I'm going to give it, first part gets an 8 out of 10, second part gets a 9 out of 10, and as a two-part overall, I'm going to give it an 8.5 for both episodes. So yeah, there's my review of Zygon Inversion, Zygon Invasion, and I'm going to do more videos on the channel coming soon. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe what you thought of this episode, and get the little bell so you don't miss any more action. And yeah, I will see you guys for another video very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day and try and get us to 150 subs. We're 5 away.